Now is a detailed tutorial on how to clone Efootball 2024 in the 3 different applications on your mobile device. Now, when you get to your mobile device, as you can see, download this application called App Cloner. The application you see on screen right now. Download this application, link will be in the description. So let's get into it. But before we get into that, make sure you smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. This is a detailed tutorial, so be patient, follow the steps gradually. So you open up the application known as App Cloner, simply go through this, finish, and now you are in the application and click on Efootball. While on Efootball, since we are attempting to clone multiple versions of the game, this is what we're going to do. And if you want to clone a single version or another, just one application of the game, the tutorial is already on this channel. Make sure to go check it out. So if you want to clone multiple apps of this Efootball mobile, simply go to Cloner, go to Bash Cloning. Now from one here, and then here you're going to select 3 or 2, any number of your choice. You can decide to change clone icon color, so it's going to be different. Then we apply clone number to the clone name, so to really identify which is which. So set the clone number as bash. We are going to do that. Set all those, done. Now get down, we're not going to do. So if you clone this application and discover that the icon of the app is not being displayed well, make sure to re-clone the application and turn this setting on. Adaptive icon support, turn it on, and then let's move. Now the first settings we are going to do is privacy options. So when we are on privacy options, we have to scroll down, and when you get to change Android ID, simply turn this on, select random, and now OK. Then you go to change IMEI, click that, go to random, OK. Now you go to change Wi-Fi. These particular changes or settings are optional. You can decide to do so or not. So you can keep these same, or you decide to change it. So we are going to end there, and now we return back to the settings. We go now to storage. In storage, we are going to, if you wish to redirect to external storage, turn this on. But if you do not, or if you do not wish to, or if you don't have an SD card, don't turn that on. Now we get down, and okay, clear crash, turn this on. Clear crash after exit of the application. And what else? Nothing else from here. Now we go back, go under clone options or cloning options. Now this is very important. You need to turn this on, or else your clone application is going to be horrible. So now keep native libraries, turn that on, and increase compatibility. If you clone an application and turn this on, there is a high chance that this application is going to run at a bit higher graphics than usual, than the main application. So you need to turn this on, and let's see. So safe mode should not be turned on a default. You should keep these, except you clone the application and it crashes. Then with these particular settings I've given you, then you can come back and re-clone, then turn on safe mode. So for now I don't need the safe mode. Let's get to cloning. Now you go to take allow app cloner to show. Boom. As you can see, creating clone 1 of 3. So they say this app can write to external storage. So if I had an SD card, I would have selected redirect to external storage, so to prevent original file from being corrupted. But this is not going to corrupt the original file, so just follow the steps and meet you guys when this is done. Now that the clone application has been completed, or the cloning has been done, so let's get to installation. By the way, we are just going to quickly install that and then we continue with you guys. Go here, allow the settings, unknown from this source, get back, that is clone 1. As you can see, there is a bash there, number 1. So to differentiate between the various clones, this doesn't require any internet connection, so once you've downloaded the application or the app cloner, you require no internet service to complete this process. So application number 1 is done. Now to install application number 2, simply get into the app again, go to clone ABK. As you can see, there is clone 2 of 2 has not been installed, clone 3 of 3 has not been installed. So we are going to go to clone 2 of 2, install. Boom, clone 2 of 2 has been installed. So let's install clone 3 and get into the next stage. After clone 3 has been installed, successfully installed, now you get back, use the Z Archiver again, open up the file manager, go to Android, go to Up. Now as you can see, this is the original Up file. Now I don't have the Up file for the clone version of the game, of which if I try to launch the application of that game right now, I'm not going to be able to play the game. So we are going to duplicate this clone file and rename them so those clone apps can now run. So what you're going to do is, just by following the step, simply copy this, then go back, paste it somewhere or create a new folder and rename that as Efootball. Boom, paste the Up file. Let's wait. When it is done pasting, then I'll tell you what to do next. Now that this is done with copying, simply you have to rename these files, copy them again, paste them in the same order, but you're going to rename them just as follows. Now as you can see, the main app or the main Up file ends with person. So what you are going to do to rename the file is simply go here, click, go and rename. You must use Z Archiver only. So instead of M here, M, you are going to rename them alphabetically. So from M we go to N. So we are going to rename that from person to person. So click, open the Up again, rename these files, rename these. What you are going to change from here is the same letter from person to person. So we are going to change letter M here to N. Boom. Same with the second file, we are going to rename that, change from M to N. Boom. Now we go back, copy this and go to Android, oops, then paste again. Alright, and this is done. We continue. Boom. As you can see, now instead of the single Up file that was here, there are now 2, and as you can see, clone 1, I will zoom on that during the edit. As you can see, clone 1 icon has been added to the second person Up file. So you're going to go to the same folder. Remember, I didn't cut, I just copied. So we are going to rename this from person to pesal. So from N to O. For the second clone, we are going to put letter O here. instead of N, then here do the same, put letter O instead of N, and the second file rename and put letter O. Boom. Now we are going to copy this again. Now into Android Hub and we paste. Make sure your device is having enough storage for you to do this. So boom, as you can see, instead of two hubs, the pestle has been added, and now you can see clone 2 app icon has been added to that. Now let's go back and rename the last hub for clone 3. Now rename this file MNOP. So we are going to replace this O with letter P and simply open again, replace this O here with letter P and do the same here, replace this O with letter P. Now it's PESA. Now we go now, and then if you don't have enough storage you can cut. If you have enough storage you can still copy, depends on you. So I'm going to cut so as not to consume useless storage on my device. Now we paste, and boom, as you can see guys, clone 3 hub file has been added. As you can see, now I have 4 hub files of PES, and now if we go on the main screen, I have 4 different applications of eFootball, with clone 1 having the number 1 added to the logo, clone 2 with the number 2 as you can see here, clone 3 with the number 3 added to the logo. So now if I launch the game, it's going to run completely fine. So let's get into the second part of the video, transferring eFootball data or your Konami ID into a clone application. So let's turn on our mobile data. When you're done, you can now uninstall this application, and don't delete this application from your mobile device. Anytime you want to update the clone, a video has been made about that. You can go check it out. So you can now uninstall the application. Boom. Now let's try out the clones. Let's use clone 1. Boom, let's open that. Is it going to launch or not? Come on. Allow. Come on. There you go. Clone 1 tasted and trusted. That is the application. As you can see, that's creating a new eFootball account. You can simply go through that. Whatsoever pops up, just go. And now we are into the game, creating a new eFootball account. But we are going to show you guys, I am going to show you guys how to transfer your Konami ID onto this screen. Now simply on this main menu, click on the 3 lines on the bottom left right, take data transfer, simply use transfer with link to Konami ID. Now this page is going to open up. Boom, use registered email address or Konami ID. Boom, now that this page has been opened, simply fill in your email here and then your password. As for me, my email has been preset or saved on this device, so we are going to quickly brush that in and then log in. Now we are going to select the application to use, so we open up clone 1 and then boom, let's go. So right now, even if the application reboot or start back, do not worry about that, it's fine. Simply continue, click on this, move. Now when on the main screen right here, click on the same 3 lines, data transfer. Now click on Konami ID and see how that's it. Data transfer has been done. As you can see, you will return to the main screen, and then you see Konami ID has been added here. Now simply continue, log into the game. I'm also have to download some files because it's a new application. So that is how you clone Efootball. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give a thumbs up, share the video, invite your friends. Let's get to that 1K sub as fast as possible. Let's go, boys. Until next time we meet, peace out.